Hello there everyone and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Russian campaign. Last time around, I'm not entirely sure what I did. Oh, I think it was the attack on and taking the Tiroler region. And since then, I've gone ahead and formed the troops up in this manner as we can see here. So Kutuzov has marched down. He's sitting here on our side of the river ready to cross. We've got a reinforcement stack of infantry. These troops have been added on with a lot of extra musketeers. So they're now full stacks. Kamensky could do with some artillery. But that's how it is right now. The Austrians, I think they've had a revolution, because I don't remember the flag looking like that. But there's still a monarchy, I believe. Or I'm not entirely sure, I can check that. Yeah. No, they are a republic! Okay. Great. Just what I needed. We're still friends with them. We don't actually get a minus for them being a republic. I don't know why Austria does this. We are winning. We are winning. You haven't been beaten by the French in a long time. So I'm not entirely sure why you turned into a republic all of a sudden. What's the point of that? We're gonna have to invade you and crush you then. Which is just gonna add more power to the Prussians, which I think have already too much power. Given all the land they've been able to swoop up without actually being at war with the French. Anyways, we have a number of things to do. So, I'm not going to make a push through the center today, although I do think that I actually want to push through here. This is a bit too strong, this area right now. Kutsov crossing the bridge here would probably drag in all of this, which I think is a bit too much. Not that we wouldn't be able to win, but our armies would be savaged in such a way that it'd be very unlikely to continue marching in a very timely manner, as it were, so we would be stuck in the area for quite a while. Then I think this has much greater potential. 2 full stacks marching across, taking on this region and taking that, which could force a lot of French troops to move here. With that said, what we're going to do today is we've got Mikhail, and he's going to make a jump over and he's going to take Milan. So we're going to take Milan today, and we're going to slowly run up the side here. We're going to take the Piedmont region, and that will hopefully cut off France from almost all their trade. But not all of it. They of course have some along here, sort of the Normandy region, and that's why I decided, instead of landing this reinforcement just of infantry, 2 dragoons and a grenadier, rather than landing it here, marching down to support this region and just pour more troops in there, why don't I go ahead and do like the British have done? They've done a lot of successful naval attacks all over the place. So why don't we go ahead and make our own D-Day landing? So we're gonna go. Arthur Kasapov is gonna make his own naval landing here. So we've got. I could go at the port, but I want to avoid going too close to Paris. So I wouldn't want to be swarmed, even though I would like to have gone. I guess I could have landed here, but I don't know if we would have the movement range to land here, march this way, and attack the town in one go. So there's a great possibility that that could have been the case, but instead I'm gonna land there, and we're gonna have Normandy invasion instead. D-Day, but it's Regency Russians coming out of a single sloop. There's a French guy at the beach there. Oh no, the Russians are coming. Fix up the baguettes. and then it's a little sloop. Oh, they're not that many, and then an army of some 3,000 men land out of a little sloop that has like 18 crew or something. Anyway, so that's what's going on right now. I've been building up quite a bit of money, so I think we might be able to get the Prussians in. I'm hoping just to get the... At this point, I'm hoping just to get the Prussians in to tie up the forces in Belgium, really. So that my flank will be secure as I'm marching on Paris. Right now, my attempts in getting the Prussians into the war hasn't gone too well. So there's probably going to take quite a bit of cash to get them into the war. With that said, we're going to go back to Milan, where it maybe not started, but since we were here in 1806, that's 2 years ago. But now we're back. We're gonna take Milan, and this time we're gonna hold it, because the French... Actually, if you look here, if you go in and we look at France, they're mighty, so they still have the military strength, but the wealth has fallen to rich. So that's why they haven't been able to replenish the losses at the front line. Slowly we are cutting away at the French Empire, and we will do even more so when we're able to close a lot of their ports. With that said, let's have the Battle of Milan. So, it's a pretty even fight according to this, although I think I have quite the advantage here. Some voltigeurs might cause some problems, and some of this heavy cavalry, but other than that, I think we're gold. So without further ado, let's go ahead and fight this battle. The early morning mist has yet to dissipate, and we're just outside of Milan, it seems. There's quite a town that is covering most of the left side of the battlefield here. I have deployed in a number of brigades, so we have 2 in the center, so this is Grenadier, and it also has a veteran musketeer. Then we've got 3 musketeers here. We've got the lights, 2 regiments, and 2 musketeer regiments over here. The 6-pounder horse artillery on the hill over here, 12-pounder on a hill here. All the cavalry situated on this side, because I mean, there's a town here, so there's not a lot of movement range. With that said, let's go ahead and start. And it seems that the enemy spawns, they've set up their location quite far away from us. We'll march to meet them. Looking at it right now, I might have moved my army actually more to this side, to have the fight outside of town. We're gonna march here. I'm not entirely sure the 6-pounder... The 6-pounder is within range, so it can fire on the enemy. And it is firing on the enemy. We have some units within town. I'm not sure I want to fight too much in the town. Try and avoid that as much as possible. Right now our artillery is cutting up their men, but it's at long range, so we haven't gone that many of them. 2 out of this National Guard unit. Some dragoons there as well. Lots of cavalry actually moving up right now. I want to be able to fire my cannons at them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall back with that brigade. And we're going to try and organize right now through here. And that's going to be the line. As the enemy is moving a lot of troops over here. And my cavalry will continue, but they will turn, and so they will come around the forest and hit the enemy as they are hitting our front line here. We've deployed in very thick lines, so this is what, 7 men deep. And I decided to also pull off kind of this high ground, just so my artillery piece can fire overhead and hit the enemy. I think we'll... I noticed early on that, you know, this is not a veteran army or an elite army in the same way that Kutuzov's is. Oh, the French cavalry is actually moving on us. Up on the hill and set up there. French cavalry sent away. I'm kind of hoping their cavalry will attack my infantry so I can smash them against the wall of lead. I think we'll turn this brigade up as well, and then I will push on these by moving one over there and the other to this location right here. They're not sure where they want to go right now. They're getting hit by artillery and musket fire. And their indecisiveness is crushing them. The French seem to be very aware of my cavalry movement though, so they're very hesitant to actually move in and attack. Which is good, because right now we've cut down 2 of their cavalry units without much trouble. This one guy is getting hit by the 6-pounder. It's being cut up. Is this the only guy in town? Maybe it is. If that is, we can bypass him here and bayonet charge him. Looks like everyone's actually moving towards the cavalry. We'll have to advance the line. We'll be held up by a conscript unit over here. Yeah, they're moving most troops, sort of. Oh! It was a ruse! Dragoons are attacking out of the forest. Hold the advance. We were able to cut that unit down. And they're hopefully not gonna reappear. We need to cover the flank there, so move with haste. You can drop the squares. Where do I put my general? The enemy is... Ooh, they're really... You know what? They're moving their full force straight against us. This could be horrible, as they might very well be able to line up before we're able to strike, which you can see some units here are. I'm surprised. We were coming downhill, coming down from the hill, but still weren't able to smash through it in such a decisive way as I thought. Looks like, even though they formed square, my cavalry unit actually broke the square. However, their morale was very much wavering. Okay, the center was broken. And I'll push the units straight through. And then push them on the flank. Looks like the cavalry on their own might be able to break down the enemy. At the same time, the main advance is going pretty okay. Surprised that you are still standing. Yeah, we broke that one. Same time the cavalry was able to kill off those. And the cavalry was able to kill off that. Going after the National Guard. The lights will pull off. As to not shoot our own cavalry. Come up to step with the rest of the army. Good. It's Voltigeur and Conscript. Let's have the Grenadiers come in from the flank as the main brigade here marches forward. The cavalry is ready to smash the enemy over there.
Our men are running, sir.
What I'll do is I'll make one into line and one into square. And the cavalry is going right through towards the square. The Grenadiers was able to send off the Voltigeurs. They will continue on to the conscripts. We have another Voltigeur unit coming in. You know what, we'll line up right now and start shooting, because we got another Voltigeur coming in. Cannon breaking up a lot of the conscripts. You will pull back into line now. And as this one broke, you will advance. We'll move the general closer. Right. I would say at this point the cavalry is kind of spent. We have a Voltigeur unit moving on the flank. In L shape to hold that. That's a nasty position they've got right there. However, I'm hoping they're gonna turn their attention to the Jaegers in the back instead. I'm gonna order an advance with a line. So now the Jaegers are shooting them up through the back. And then this Jaeger unit is firing on these two units. Not good. Right. Turn there. And you'll continue. Surprised my Jaegers weren't able to kill them off sooner. I'll order the Jaegers to actually charge. Oh, the French are running. French Voltigeurs are running away from my Jaegers. Right, I probably actually need them up here to support the other regiment. French regiment pulling off over there. March up the line. Cannon's gone. We're slowly hamming in these two last units. Oh, you came back, didn't you? You know what? You pull back towards the artillery instead. I have a sizable dragoon unit to deal with this. And then the lights will focus in on that conscript unit. And then it's about see if we can't come to blows with this Chasseur Cheval general unit. Actually, they're coming close enough for me to switch to canister, which might be enough to send these Voltigeurs away. If not, then the dragoons coming down from the hill definitely will. The Chasseur Cheval unit, the general unit, seems there. What are you doing? Charge them. Surprised you still standing. I guess it's a bad angle we're firing at each other from. Push through. Another stupid conscript unit. turn and shoot them down.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Let's see, I won't... Surprised that we... Now we're starting to see some kills on this one. Oh, a single voltageer survived from that. And the entire regiment's firing on him. You know what? Ceasefire, let him go. The light regiment was broken. This regiment was broken. It's only the Chasseur Cheval unit that is left. Oh, now these assholes came back. Just give up already. I'll order the cannons to specifically try and target this unit. The enemy will send off over there. Means the lights can start marching this way. The enemy always send their generals into a reckless charge, but now when I actually want them to, because it's the end of the battle, they don't. Come on. Do I have to bayonet charge you? We'll send the entire T of these two brigades to attack. Oh, it's a light unit, that's why we're not doing too hot. In the musket exchange. Oh, now they're coming for us. Some kind of feint attack. Just to ride into musket shot and die. We're not gonna win a shootout with a light unit. I'm gonna send the more numeral unit in, or the one that hasn't taken too that much fire. And the general will be walking up right behind them. There we go. Enemy killed. Light infantry routed. We are in fact victorious. And Milan is once again, after about 2 years, back in our hands. I hope I can go back into that video and like, we'll be back, well, I'll see, it's, you know, see that I said that, we'll be back. And we actually were back, so that's good. Yes. Let's go ahead and go back to the campaign map, shall we? Here's the result of the battle. The enemy deployed 4,000 men against our 3,600. We lost 1,300 men, leaving 2,300, while the enemy lost everything. Of course, when we actually look at it, we killed 3,800. As it is a town, everyone dies. Dragoons, highest killers as it go, then followed by a grenadier unit. I imagine this might be the grenadier unit that charged. Interesting cavalry charge. I was hoping it would break the French lines completely, but it didn't. That they would have the momentum of going downhill, but that's how it goes. The army is gonna probably have to hold here for a while. I could liberate it, but I'm pretty sure that my allies would declare war on it. Italia Milan. I really want to liberate it, to start creating sub-states everywhere, but as I said so many times when I've played this, my allies go ahead and declare war on my the smaller states. That's good that I got a second there back in Florence. However, like, everything takes forever to research. So it will really be like mass production, I guess. And obviously this little unit's gonna go and burn it, or burn everything in the region. We'll go ahead and try and figure out what they have here. Actually, the spy is going to do that. And then you can go directly to the intellectual center. And so can a lot of other, because now we have another spy here. And then I don't need maybe all of the guys. You know what? We can have these guys roaming around here, seeing what's going on. And with that, let's go ahead and end turn, see what the enemy comes up with, and then end it. Because that battle was still about 20 minutes long-ish. So yeah, let's go ahead and end turn. The French decided to attack my army over at Caen, or the Normandy invasion army. And we're currently marching forward towards the enemy. But as you can see, it's all cavalry. Hold the lines. I was hoping to march up in good order here. We're gonna... The secondary lines are gonna hold. The enemy brought a lot of cavalry. Shit, they're really swarming the dragoon units over here. The general will be close by. There's no way they're gonna break through with their cavalry attacks, since it's 3 regiments deep. I'm worried about the cavalry though, just because they've piled on so many men. We're gonna shoot down as many of these cavalry regiments coming down from the hill as possible. And once that's done, we'll countercharge. I really need to actually aid my cavalry over here. This part of the main formation needs to get up here and support the line. Ooh, look at that. French unit coming up from behind will form a square. A lot of French units are breaking, trying to cut their way through this thick line. We're gonna line up here. Yeah, they got stuck on the square. That's good. They formed a square here, which is kind of odd. I'm surprised my dragoons actually hold out against such a massive attack. Oh, now they're sending in infantry as well. Okay, so we have 1 unit running. And that's all the way over there. I'm gonna order the second line to open fire. And I mean, they need to break down through 3 regiments to get through. So that's probably not gonna happen. Let's move the general slightly to get out of the range there of the enemy. 2 regiments in the back will turn around and open fire. Maybe I should have had the general over here. There's quite a few regiments that looks like they're about to break. But at the same time, if I didn't have it here, all the cavalry that's over here would sweep in onto the side. Definitely need to switch out the front line regiments. Okay, now the cavalry is starting to break. We'll switch the general more and more over to be behind the infantry. As the enemy unit that was here has moved on, the square unit will move to over here and be able to shoot on the French from there. But at the same time, most of these attacking forces have been broken down. And I can see about actually marching out of there.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Oh, no, it's the cavalry unit that is exhausted. However, they need to hold just a little bit longer so this unit can actually start opening fire. Once that's done, you can pull off. And then we rally just to make sure that they do an orderly retreat and do not fall to chaos as they pull back. And the main line held. And will now advance out and onto the ridge. I just noticed that these guys are going the wrong way. French cavalry dispelled. My troops marching out of the forest. Damn, what a massacre. No point in stopping now, just charge through them. French cavalry sent off. Formed square as we got Cuirassier regiment coming in from side. Meet them with our cavalry. I'm surprised that the cavalry stood for so long and held out. There goes the general, Hercule de Lamillon. Goes down with his army. Form square, because that... No, that's light infantry. I thought that was a regiment of horse. Drop the square, move into line, and move into the forest to start shooting at them. Move these over there. While the rest of the lines will be moving over here. It's only really one regiment left. That was a short, but really bloody battle. And looks like the road to Caen is open. We are victorious. The Normandy invasion has been successful. Long live Mother Russia. And here's the result of that battle. The French deployed 3,000 men, 3,400 against our 4,800. They lost 2,500, so about 1,890 to be precise survived, while we lost 1,300, leaving 3,400 men. Plenty enough to take on those 890 and take the Normandy region from the French, which is wonderful. But it's still the enemy's end turn. So we'll let it roll on until it's our turn again to move. And here we are after the end turn, quite worrying. The Prussians have broken our alliance, which I don't like at all. If Prussia were to attack from the north, down on my territories, there's very little I could do. The fact is, it seems they are more likely to side with the French at this point, which I don't like. And I don't know why they are doing that either. Got some new cannons. What is going on with Prussia? Why don't you want to be my ally? Oh, now they're back to being allied again. Strange. Also, the Austrians were moving tons of troops into the Tyroler region, so I think we should give that up to them pretty darn soon. I want to go ahead and check what the French have. They have nothing in the Piedmont region. However, they've been moving tons of troops into this region. Probably going to attack here. Right now, I could send a smaller force of these troops. Actually, this guy was going down here, wasn't he? Damn, that's stupid. I could definitely send a small force to take that out, because I only need... Now they're very unhappy in this region. Huh. I guess we just hold on for safety right now. We'll give over the Innsbruck Tyroler region over to the French. They have been dropping a lot of troops here, making it easier for us to possibly attack here. Same with over here. Feels like they're dragging troops away. And also Napoleon moved away from this region. He was here somewhere. But now he's... Ah, look at that. He's moving back towards Paris. he can see what's going on. Let's go ahead and take a look with this gentleman. Go ahead and take a look at what's going on around Paris. Not a lot. I'm pretty sure this is an easy out-resolve. Clearly not, apparently. Just because of all the local militia. I'll lay siege to the area, though. Doesn't matter much. To me, this region will fall. This little ship should go into this trading port right here. Even though they were trading with Denmark, which wasn't doing that much for them. France is hemorrhaging money at this point. So next time, probably attack here, or maybe against the Swiss. We'll hand this over. I'll hold on to the Milan region. I'll definitely want to hold on to that. And then it seems like it's coming to a crucial point, because if Prussia is breaking my alliance like that, they're probably going to do it next turn again. And eventually they might declare war. If they declare war, that's a major setback in the campaign, because they have so many reserve troops and whatnot, so it's almost like game over. I don't know if I would want to continue slug through the Prussians, because then the campaign would double in time, because I've taken so much to break down the French, and now I would have to set up loads of troops to deal with the Prussians. Seems like it would be easy to run through this region, run in through here, but it's really in this region it would be difficult. Damn Prussia. Why do they not join me in the war against Napoleon? Anyways, this is it for this episode, and I say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.